It looks like the beginning of the end of the Trump era. He might try to portray himself as the mighty savior, the guardian of the world, through images that he has been putting out. But it looks like he's having a tough time saving himself and the US military from the growing despair. And it seems like the US president is caught in a storm of his own making, which is only intensifying with no way out. And it only seems to be getting worse, with extremely disturbing reports pointing towards how things have looked like on the USS Abraham Lincoln. First, you know how long it has been deployed? More than 250 days since it left its home port of San Diego last November. That aircraft carrier has been deployed for more than 250 days after being redirected to West Asia to support the US operations in the war with Iran. And now reports pointing towards what seem to be acute levels of despair and desperation on board. News outlets Stars and Stripes and the Navy Times reported that there had been multiple attempts, allegedly, by crew members to jump overboard, citing interviews with sailors and families of those on board, who basically described the impact of that lengthy deployment. And the pressure is mounting on Donald Trump, with several Democratic lawmakers calling for answers after concerns were reportedly raised by families of the sailors about the alleged worsening living conditions and the worsening mental health. Let's break this down. According to a senator, a Democrat from Connecticut, and a member of the Armed Services Committee, with more than 5,000 sailors and Marines aboard, USS Abraham Lincoln has not made a port call in more than 200 days, setting a modern-day record for consecutive days at sea. And he reportedly wrote to Pete Hegseth and the acting Secretary of the Navy in order to express serious concern about the increasing length of the deployments, demanding answers about the conditions aboard the aircraft carrier that were first reported by MS Now, remember. In fact, worried families reportedly vented their anxieties about loved ones on board the USS Abraham Lincoln. This was at an emotional town hall meeting with Navy leaders in San Diego. This is according to Stars and Stripes. One spouse among the 200 or so family members reportedly said that her husband had texted her saying, quote unquote, he hopes he doesn't wake up tomorrow. That's the level of despair and desperation. He hopes he doesn't wake up tomorrow. Imagine getting that text from your husband. In fact, the family's concerns and worries were reportedly expressed directly to the Navy leadership. In fact, a woman at the meeting reportedly told that the Navy had broken the trust between us and the leadership, quote unquote. That's according to the report. Let's take you back to April, when news outlets reported on food shortages on the USS Abraham Lincoln, allegedly. Back then, Hegseth called the reports, quote unquote, fake news. But then last week, a Navy Fifth Fleet spokesperson and Navy leaders reportedly acknowledged that there have been supply issues as a result of the war with Iran, but they also maintained that they are working to improve conditions on the ship. But at the same time, Navy leaders reportedly were not able to give the family members any definitive timeline on when the aircraft carrier would return. But they reportedly indicated that another aircraft carrier would be sent to relieve them. In fact, the sailors seem to be reaching breaking point, and if they haven't crossed it already, that is. So is this why Donald Trump has changed his approach towards Iran? Is this why he took that massive U-turn on shifting from exerting military pressure to so-called economic pressure on Iran? Let's tell you more about what things have looked like for Donald Trump and what's been happening behind the scenes. His ratings have been painting a rather sorry picture for a while. And now they have taken another hit. Trump's approval rating dipped again this week amid the Iran war and the mounting affordability concerns. And this is the last thing he needs ahead of the November midterm elections battle. Let's break down the numbers. The latest survey from The Economist's YouGov published found 33% of the respondents saying they approved of how Trump has handled his job as president. Only 33%. Remember, let's also lay out the context. The Economist's polling tracker, which uses data from YouGov surveys, reported in June that Trump had become the most unpopular president ever in the poll, with a net approval rating of negative 25 percentage points back then. And it's not just his political health that has been a serious matter of concern. Questions have been mounting over Trump's personal health, with questions also raised regarding his fitness levels, his mental health, his apparent drowsiness, and dozing off does not quite help him in public. In another massive development, President Trump has now publicly conceded that attempting a third term in office would likely be unlawful. Remember, he has repeatedly raised the possibility of running in the 2028 elections, despite a two-term limit set by the US Constitution. But then here's a question for him. Mr. Trump, did you not remember this law earlier, or did you conveniently choose to forget it? Why remember it all of a sudden? Is it the circumstances? Is it because things are looking bleaker than ever? At least he did finally remember, let's just put it like that. And the thing is, Iran has been watching all of this play out. Imagine how embarrassing it is for America right now. We have been telling you on the show how Iran has been having a field day already with its meme attacks targeting the US and Donald Trump. And now a direct attack coming in from the Supreme Advisor to IRGC's Commander-in-Chief, lashing out at the might of the US military. He reportedly told PBS NewsHour in an interview that Iran has not reached their final objective when asked if they have won the war. And he reportedly said Iranian officials have seen how the American military is weaker than what we perceived since the United States and Israel first launched that attack. Trump's despair has not gone unnoticed, of course, not by the American people, definitely not by the enemy. They have been watching this play out very closely. As Trump seems to get dragged deeper into despair, will he at least come to the rescue of his own sailors? Shifting focus to a shocking new revelation from the high-profile, yet infamous, Bengaluru Central Jail rape convict and former Member of Parliament, Prajwal Ravana, was seen using a mobile phone in the high-security prison, reportedly. And reports say the video surfaced following raids by the Central Crime Branch at the prison, during which the phone was reportedly recovered from the former MP, who also claimed that he has used this phone to contact his lawyer and family members in the past. That's not all. The phone seized from him also had over 80 pornographic videos on it, with the state top cop for prisons confirming that the 34-year-old former Member of Parliament had also kept newspaper clippings of young women in revealing clothes, allegedly.
The jammers has been installed 15 years back. Now that was 2G's era. After that, then 4G came, then 5G came. We have been upgrading that. But then gap remains. Okay, gap remains, and these people, they take advantage of those gaps. And one specific SIM card, that Andhra, Airtel, Andhra Pradesh, it has been used frequently by those people. We have informed the Airtel authority to look into this aspect, why only Airtel's Andhra SIM is being found inside the prison.
Following the raids and this startling recovery, the government reportedly has cracked the whip and suspended the assistant superintendent of the jail, while the jail supervisor himself has been served a show cause notice. Fresh charges have also been slapped against Ravana for possession and use of the prohibited devices inside the prison. The convicted leader, remember, has also been moved to a general barrack after being stripped of his VIP privileges. Now, let's just tell you here, this is not the first time charges of VIP treatment and alleged security lapses have surfaced from the Bengaluru Central Jail. Just for context here, in November last year, visuals from the prison triggered nationwide outrage when several inmates, including those accused of serious offences, were seen dancing and partying inside the prison. These videos surfaced barely days after another video from the same prison came out in public, in which inmates, including those charged with terror-related offences, were seen using mobile phones and watching TV inside the prison. Deep in the early universe, astronomers have uncovered a mind-bending cosmic illusion. Data from the James Webb Space Telescope revealing a brand new class of celestial object, a black hole masquerading as a giant star, shining 100 billion times brighter than our sun. And this incredible discovery is rewriting our understanding of how the cosmos was born. Take a look.
The universe has produced stars, galaxies, and black holes for billions of years. But now scientists have found one of the most strangest objects. It is something which has never been observed before. It looks like a star. It shines like an enormous one too. But at its center could be a black hole. Astronomers using the James Webb Space Telescope have identified an extraordinary object located when the universe was only about 660 million years old. Scientists describe it as a possible new type of astrophysical object. A black hole star. Yes, these massive monsters of our universe are infamous, but this one is strange. It appears as a tiny, extremely red point of light. Scientists found that its light does not behave like that of an ordinary star. It has an unusually deep break in its spectrum caused by extremely dense hydrogen gas. The researchers believe a black hole may be sitting at the center, surrounded by a huge envelope of gas. Think of it as a black hole hidden inside a giant glowing shell. A normal star produces energy through nuclear fusion. This object may work differently. The black hole consumes surrounding matter. As that material falls inward, enormous amounts of energy are released. That energy heats the surrounding gas, making the entire structure shine in a way that resembles a star. Now scientists estimate this central black hole could be around 100,000 times the mass of our sun. The surrounding gas envelope could stretch roughly across the size of our solar system. It is lurking in the constellation of Cetus. Then comes the biggest clue. The object appears to be around 100 billion times more energetic than a normal star could physically produce. That makes ordinary starlight almost impossible as the explanation. An actively feeding black hole fits the observations much better. And this could help solve one of astronomy's biggest early universe puzzles. Scientists have found supermassive black holes less than 1 billion years after the Big Bang. But one puzzling question is that how did they become so massive and so quickly? One possibility is that young black holes were born inside enormous reservoirs of dense gas and grew at extraordinary rates. In a paper appearing in the journal Nature, astronomers from MIT say that the mashup of a black hole and an enormous star has never been seen before and could explain the mysterious little red dots often found in deep space images. This breakthrough offers a long-sought solution to a major cosmic puzzle. Scientists could never fully explain how supermassive black holes grew to such colossal sizes so early in the universe's timeline. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
A senior French diplomat is facing disciplinary action after an investigation into a pattern of private visits, allegedly by young women, to his official residence in the Central African Republic. The conduct allegedly breached diplomatic security rules and triggered concern among elite French security officers, reportedly. France's ambassador to the Central African Republic allegedly hosted at least 30 women at the French embassy compound in the country's capital between January 2024 and March 2026. A Paris investigative magazine reported that his conduct prompted concerns at the highest levels of the French government. Acting on advice from France's Overseas Intelligence Service, the French Foreign Ministry opened an inquiry into his private conduct last year, and that investigation remains ongoing, reportedly. The magazine said the large number of female visitors eventually attracted the attention of personnel stationed in the country's capital to protect the diplomatic compound. A French Foreign Ministry spokesman reportedly confirmed that the ministry ordered an administrative investigation in 2026. After receiving its findings, the foreign minister directed the ministry to begin disciplinary proceedings against him. Those proceedings are still underway. The magazine, which reviewed the official report, said he acknowledged sexual relationships with at least 2 local African women. The report also alleged that he received around 15 visits a month and permitted 1 woman to remain at his official residence, allegedly, while he was away on government duties. He remains ambassador, but could reportedly be dismissed from France's diplomatic service or face a severe reprimand if the investigation findings go against him. And he has so far not publicly commented on these allegations. The case comes, by the way, as France works to rebuild relations with the Central African Republic, so the timing is very important as well. In fact, where Russia's Wagner paramilitary group, remember, maintains a significant presence and reportedly provides security for the country's president as well. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.